Guys, Caleb here, and today I am going to be showing you guys the custom Republic Gunship sort of mock that I made. It has to be one of my favorite mocks I have ever made, if not my favorite. This thing is so cool. When you see this, the first thing that might come to mind is the Republic Gunship. However, it was inspired off of 2 or 3 sets. It was inspired some off the Republic Gunship. It was also inspired some off the Republic Dropship, apparently was a set. And I also found online there was a set called the it was like a Wookiee attack sort of ship. It had like, I don't know, it was from 2014 I think. And it looks a lot like a Republic gunship, except it wasn't quite a Republic gunship. It was built for Chewbacca's species, Wookiees. The build is most like that in most of the places. However, I obviously gave this thing a monster mouth, which is inspired off a Munalist 10 gunship, I believe it is called, where basically the gunship's faces are almost like mouths of monsters. And it always looks super cool to me, and I've always wanted to try it on a LEGO spaceship. However, I haven't really gotten the chance till now. And they always put these monster faces on spaceships. It looks super cool. And I also found out that in the real military, they put these on fighter jets. Like, they have shark faces and stuff. And so, obviously, I tried to make my own monster face on this, which was super fun to make. It has gray, red, and really dark metal blue, which looks super cool, and some white in there too. And it was really fun to add this dark blue color. Haven't really experimented with it too much, but all the colors blend together super nicely. I didn't even mean to, but it is patriotic colors for July the 4th, was this weekend. I honestly didn't even mean to do that, but it ended up with some patriotic colors, which is sort of cool. It took me a solid 2 days. I would estimate about 4 or 5 hours to build, and it was surprisingly hard, especially around the mouth area, where I had to get these really rounded off shapes for the mouth and add teeth to it. It was just very hard. I used a snot or a stud snot on top technique to get the mouth in the way it is, and it really looks like his lips are bleeding or something, and it really makes him look very monstrous, which is really fun. Obviously has eyes, which is just a black and yellow cheese slope on both ends of it, and it makes it look sort of monstrous. Up close it doesn't look too much like an eye, but from pretty far away it looks like the eyeballs of this monster, which is super cool how the ship actually looks sort of like a monster. Obviously the wings are on hinges, so you could aim them up like this, I suppose, if you wanted it. And this is the way I built it, so when it's landing, this whole ship really is made for transporting clones or troopers into battle. So that's what this entire ship is built for, is carrying clone troopers into battle. But if you want to deploy the clone troopers, all you have to do is open up the side, it's on this panel here, and you get access to the interior. Inside the interior, we pretty much have the clones ready to be deployed. We have my custom 501st General with the custom arm printing I made, and just like a Geonosis or a Muddy clone trooper, which looks pretty cool. I also got this really cool like grooved print on the bottom, not print, but it's a really cool kind of grooved pattern on the bottom of there. Inside is pretty much the same thing, where I put a little jetpack trooper. We can take him out to get a bit of a better view in there. We actually have some guns and a hidden little detail. I don't know how well you can see it, but I actually put a tiny little cookie in that spot just because I felt like it. I don't know why. I found the cookie in this pieces bin, and I knew I wanted to put it in the mock somewhere, so we put a cookie in there. I'm considering even putting a cookie in every single one of my mocks and seeing who can find it, but it's pretty cool to have a little cookie in the back there, and it's not really anything you notice, but once you see it, you cannot unsee it. If you want to shut the ship up, all you have to do is press both the panels down, as I accidentally knocked the ship, and you can aim these. These are on different hinges, so you can really position them in all sorts of different positions. However, I think they look best like this in its sort of attack position. This is the attack position for the ship, but you can put it in the landing position for the ship when it's deploying troops and stuff. Obviously, one of the main features of this thing is that it has 2 cockpits, which is super fun. I've never really built a ship with 2 cockpits, and so it's pretty hard, but it was very fun to try and do. Both of these do open up on hinges to get a better look at each of these cockpits. They are each a little bit different. Look at the cockpit on the ground floor with the mouth area there. This is sort of the main cockpit area where I put a clone trooper here. Take the windshield off to get a little bit better of a look at this, but I pretty much put a bunch of control panels inside of there, and so that's how he's controlling the ship. There is also a small door that leads into the deploying bay for the soldiers here. See, that passageway actually leads right into the cockpit, which is a super cool detail. It is actually pretty deeply, it goes pretty far back there, and is pretty tall up there, so hypothetically you could actually stand another clone trooper or character, Jedi or something back there if you wanted to. The second cockpit is very similar, but also very different in some ways. This can actually open up further because it does not have the wall stopping it there, and we can take the File First Trooper out to get a bit of a better look in here. But we have some controls, a little lever, and also a small coffee mug with some alcohol or something in there, which is pretty fun. You know, I like all the little food references I put in here, which was sort of fun to put in here. I realized I had a bit of extra room back here. I added a secret storage compartment along with a top turret. This whole compartment is pretty much on hinges, and so it folds on up, and we can get a better look at it from this angle. We have a small crate and three tins of coaxium, which pretty much helps to power the ship in case of an emergency, and a crate back there. I suppose I could have put the cookie or some more food back there, but this does just shut up pretty easily, and it's a pretty cool little extra compartment. I had the extra room, so I added it in. Cool little detail I had is I had this extra part where I built a small turret, which turned out super cool. I like to imagine that guy is controlling the turret, basically. Itself actually is able to spin 360 degrees around. It's on this little ball joint sort of thing, and it can also lean up, so it can really get all sorts of view and protect against enemy ships from literally all the angles, which was super fun. And it's a little bit stiff, but it's on that ball joint, so you can pose it in really whatever way you want, and that's super fun to have an actual, working turret where you can pretty much position it in any single way you want. I really like how it's also 360 degrees around. Themselves don't have a ton of detail. They're pretty much symmetrical, except that one's a little bit more scratched up on purpose. And we also have two cannons on the side wings there for firing at enemy ships, of course. Some thrusters on the back here, but possibly my favorite part about the entire mock is this panel right in an attack position, but basically you can fold it down, and what you do is now that it's folded down, you just press that forward and slide it out, and out comes my own custom speeder bike design. Now, I had to make this, of course, incredibly compact to fit in that little area there, and it's basically on these tiny little tracks. I'm zoomed in here. The tracks literally fit in with these little grooves here, and all you do is just push it in, and it goes pretty far back there. And then you press that back up, and of course fold the rest of the troop carrier up. Get a bit of a better view with it back there where the speeder's not in there. It is super cool. It's so easy to just push them in there and press this back. It's honestly my favorite part about this entire mock. Is this whole fold up area in there. It's turned out just so cool to me. Have it, guys. That is a Republic Gunship sort of mock that I made. I really hope you guys enjoyed. It is one of my favorite LEGO Star Wars mocks that I've made so far. Really had a lot of fun making this. Please let me know your thoughts on this mock in the comments below. What you think of it, what you think I could have changed, what you like about it, leave your thoughts, whatever, in the comments section below. Just stay tuned because I have a lot of very big videos coming this week, and also a new vlog coming in a week or two, but a lot of very exciting videos coming this week, so you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for the next week or two. Also, thank you guys for getting me back to 91 subscribers. That's epic. Only 9 more subscribers to go, and we will hit my goal of 100 subscribers by the end of the summer. So please make sure to like and subscribe if you want to stay up to my content and help me hit this goal of this super production. Sign off for now, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.